All right, we are back. It is time for everyone's favorite segment, Barraging Blake. I'm
Hey.
joined, of course, by Blake Meyer, and we're just gonna throw things at Blake and see what sticks. You know, it's always a fun time. If you don't know Blake, this is just how he reacts to everything. So this isn't a skit. It's just
This is how whenever I woke up and it was raining, whenever I went to bed and it was raining, I was mad at the rain.
this is just
I was
how
mad
it
at
goes.
waking
So let's
up.
see. What do we got in store today on Barraging Blake? Oh, Peace of Mind. This is a new card. It says basically, you want to do damage, I pay, you don't do damage. And I also create a ponder token.
Right. I think what's funny about our community is that people who don't play certain heroes are like, Peace of Mind's fine. Like, what does it actually even break? And it's like, you can't Oasis a claw during Blood Rush Bellows, but Peace of Mind's like, you don't have to guess right. You just do it.
Yeah.
Just do it, block 4, who cares? And you'll
Like
get
it.
another card.
Well, that's why you pay extra, right?
Yeah.
You pay one extra just to say no.
And Dorinthia, like, I think there's some other people that hate this even more, but like, Oasis and Peace of Mind just means you hit me with dishonor, basically. Like, I'm never going to ever hit you with the second swing of my sword. And so it's just another instant, like, good for you guys that you have this, but why is this in the game? Like, that you need more blocking of, like, because it's a big pain in the ass. You play overpowered, 6 copies in Dorinthia because I want to beat Guardians, and now it's just like, well, if I have 1 extra, I'll just block 4, grab a card for next time, and I don't have to think about blocking you anymore.
That's right.
Just happens.
Pitch it, do it, move on. You know what? Take that, Dorinthia. But my boy Reinar.
Which is funny because I play the heroes that would get owned by Peace of Mind, which is the opposite of what Peace of Mind means. It's a big pain in the ass.
But you know, Reinar and Dorinthia have been running wild and just tearing down all sorts of events. We might as well nerf
a sniff
them.
of single digits on that tier list, they say, hey man, back to the bottom.
Cool it.
This is a welcome to Wraith hero.
You've had your time.
Absolute mess, unless you're Bravo or Katsu. Katsu, come on in. Here's 7 more cards that do whatever you want. Your opponent won't know.
You're literally just named whatever you want now. Yeah.
You're good, brother.
Sounds like a great card.
Peace of Mind, not great. Oh, God.
I don't know what this is about, but I can only speculate, and I'm excited to find out. The LA, as in Los Angeles, personal trainer market. What's that like?
All right, so you move out here from Texas, right? And you're
Step
like,
one.
all right, I'm at least 85 pounds heavier than everyone else I see in the entertainment industry. So I got to do something or I'm going to be ostracized even more than I have been in my life. And you go to LA Fitness and you say, you're the one who's the cheapest one. You start paying the trainers. It's Paul. Paul's a homie. And you like work out with Paul. Paul's the only good one in the entire LA part. And Paul's like, hey, man, I'm the premier trainer now. So it's going to cost double unless you just want to do the other thing. So I was like, well, Paul, I ain't got double, so I'll go to other places. I've had 10 personal trainers since Paul. And, like, I forgot about them because they're in the blue books that you bring to LA Fitness. And I have gone years without doing personal training. Like, we get it. And, like, Vahe, shout-outs to Vahe because he's somewhere within 18 miles of this space right now. He is a personal trainer that was in the Glendale one. And I was like, hey, I'm looking for a personal trainer. I talked to Mary. Not shout-outs to her. Shout in.
Boo, Mary.
Mary should quit her job and probably change her name and move. She was like, dude, Vahe or Manuel, which one do you want? I don't know if it's Manuel. I didn't pick Manuel, but it's Vahe or someone else. I was like, I'll choose Vahe because you said he's better. And I showed up to personal train with Vahe, and I was like, I'm going to spend a whole hour with him. Do the, hey, man, I'm doing physical therapy. My lower half, I don't really ever need any workout on the lower half. I just want to focus on the upper body, get some strength, get some muscle definition.
There.
He was like, great. Let's get you doing some lunges first. And you're just like, okay, remove the ropes. My body, upper body hurt for like 4.5 days.
Yep.
And I was like, damn, I have an appointment with Vahe tomorrow on Friday. I don't know if I can make it. Like, I can barely get out of bed. And I got a call from Mary. Mary was like, guess what?
Vahe's the premier.
Vahe's going to be sick tomorrow.
Aw,
I was like, what?
he's gonna be sick.
Can we reschedule your appointment with someone else? And I was like, no, it's fine. I'll just get an appointment with him next Tuesday or something. And she was like, great. Then she called me again from the same number. She's like, it's Mary on Friday. And I was like, what? 2 days in a row? She's like, actually, Vahe was fired today. So would you like to schedule an appointment with the brand new trainer? Meanwhile, this lady told me, choose Vahe. He's going to be perfect for you less than 4 days ago. And it's like, what was this friction? Did Vahe show up drunk?
We need to find out that
I should have
story.
used a placeholder name, Vahe. I mean, we had 45 minutes, so there's not much honor there. But maybe I'm going to get banned from 24. It's not even 24. I said the wrong one. It's LA Fitness.
I mean, let's be honest.
It's not great.
LA Fitness is not great.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that. You get what you pay for.
Paul literally trains like only celebrities now, and has
Paul,
fought cancer 3 times. Beat it 3 times. I think he's going through a 4th. Paul, you got this.
also hook this guy up with a discount. Come on.
Okay. Justin said, okay, we get it, right?
All right, here it is. Hashtag Blake was
Hell
right.
yeah. So
Here
if
we
you're
are.
paying attention, there was a ban. And we hinted on it earlier, back when it was raining. Now that the skies are clear and you can hear every word we're saying, let's actually say this. Belittle is gone.
Goodbye.
Belittle is gone. You will never, ever get through frostbites. You will never, ever, hey, this pitch is for -2, and I'm going to hit you for 3. Like, it's gone. I was right. I've been right about 5 or 6 cards that have been banned. I'm going to continue being right. If you want me to tell you what to expect from every card that comes out, I'm going to constantly be evaluating the right way.
This is the Blake promise right here.
We're never going to ban some of these cards. Like, oh, Steelblade Supremacy, it's going to be in the format forever because it's not as broken as Belittle. It's not as broken as, Ice Amulet, whatever. But Winter's Well. I nailed Awakening. This is just a long line of Blake. No, I said this wrong. Who should Blake, help us figure out how to do some evaluation of cards. You know how, like, who's that guy on YouTube that did it for Hearthstone cards? His name is Trump, but you can't say Trump because everyone thinks about the other one. But he would do a video series of, like, 1 to 5 stars of every card that's coming out for this new Hearthstone thing. I think if I did that, I would never be wrong. And I don't think Mask of Many Faces will be banned ever. I think it's a limited card.
There you go. Heard it here first. Mask of
Sheesh,
Many Faces
Blake was
not
right.
banned.
I
Blake
love
was
that got put down because hashtag Blake was right. I'm sure 2 people will retweet that.
And if
I'll
you're sad
bring
about
both.
it, nobody cares.
Yeah.
So next segment, here we go.
I can't wait for this one. Jesus.
It's Timothy Chalamet. He's just a special guy.
I feel like it's one of those things where you're like, you tell people in confidence of things, and it's just, there's no confidence anymore.
You can't tell Justin these things.
So
you know what he
bones and
does.
all, okay? This is a movie.
Lay it out.
Honestly, somebody made a tweet of it was in the top 10 grossing films last year. It was a joke tweet. I believed it for some reason. I went to this movie with my friend Alex, and it was insane because, like, I don't want to see this movie. It's gross. Cannibalism is just not fun.
Illegal.
It's literally against human decency even. And even if it was, if nobody arrested for you, it would be against public opinion. But it was crazy. Timothy Chalamet, Luca Guadagnino, they are from Call Me By Your Name. So they're back together. But this movie, I watched it. I had cookies because it was at the Alamo Draft House in downtown.
Nice.
I made sure
Shout
to
out
get my
Alamo.
cookies right away. Opening scene, she bites some girl's fingers off at a sleepover, and it was like, oh hell no! Like
That's where
I
we
was
started?
like biting into a cookie as she bit someone's finger. So there was some kind of like some sensory whatever it is there. But anyway, I watched this movie, no spoilers ever, except they eat everyone and then none of them survive. And Mark Rylance is an Oscar winner who Bridge of Spies, fantastic. Whatever career happened afterwards, he's not. Who's the guy that was in? Damn, I'm gonna screw it up. He won 2 Oscars for 2. Damn, we are really screwing this up. Django Unchained and the other guy, Christoph Waltz.
Christoph Waltz, yeah.
He's just a poor man's Christoph Waltz. Mike Rylance is pissed right now. He's like, I actually like this game, and then this guy talks shit. It was like Mark Rylance is a poor man's Christoph Waltz. He, in this movie, is hunched over in tidy whities. And you see everything, and you're just like, Mark, you do not need this money that bad. Please, get a job at a bank. I watched all of this, and then afterwards, I was like, I didn't really get it. Like, obviously, there's an allegory for something, because they're just, like, constantly need food, like meat. I was like, it's an allegory for something, but I'm not getting it.
Capitalism.
And my friend was like, it's the drug addiction of the 80s. And I was like, oh, okay. All of that makes sense. Weird one to go with to make it all, whatchamacallit, just cannibalism. It's so gross, by the way. Like, do not watch this movie unless you're like, I mean, I don't know why you would watch this movie. It's not like anybody's killing it, but...
Apparently, it was a top
grossing movie. I did it in
movie.
public and ate cookies with friends.
So if
So
you
you
saw
don't have
Blake
to.
at the movies eating cookies and watching this movie, you now understand it was a mistake,
Yeah.
and he does apologize for it. So
I didn't expect Bones and All to be like. I said
It was
this
about
like 3.5
cannibalism.
months ago.
didn't
There's
you
been
know what it was
2.5
about?
AGEs since then. Like, somebody had this in the chamber for a while. Like, we're scraping something. I don't know. Maybe we need a busted. What are they called? Busted ninja card to mess me
Don't
up
worry,
or
peace of
whatever.
mind will ruin your life a couple times. We'll
Yeah.
talk about that again. So yeah, maybe watch Call Me by Your Name instead of this one.
Dude, Call Me by Your Name.
It's a good movie. That's Barraging Blake.
Yeah.
It's
Did we have fun here?
I'm sorry, I didn't choose those things.
Okay.
I'm just here experiencing it with you.
True.
You can blame that guy.
I mean, if one of these is going to be, if one of these Barraging Blake topics from now on will be like, Blake was right
Blake was right?
again,
Yeah.
Blake was right some more. Once again, Blake was right. I'm down. Ruin
Well-
my life on, I'll tell all the bad movies I watch. There's at least 2. You know what a good movie to watch is? Just so you get this as a, go do this. Some of y'all will hate this. I almost said another bad one. Infinity Pool. It's the good version of Bones and All.
Oh yeah? How many people
Yeah.
do they eat? No spoilers.
Not 0. That's Barraging Blake.
That was
'cause
Barraging Blake. And you
everyone's
know what?
looking like this in the
Blake,
background.
you were right, and we appreciate it.
Thank you.
And that's all for now. We'll be back. Round 6 coming up.
Sheesh.